like statement. Argue with the statement.
I don't quite agree with that, your point. I do not agree with your point. I have another way of looking at this.
Can you please repeat that?
I have another way of looking at this.
Explain.
By passion and your personality is a big old...
Maybe we could all work together and find out what grit and IQ means together.
I think that's a very good idea.
Excuse me, but
I believe we all should get to that.
all of us don't get along.
But if we work together, we can get along and be friends.
May I interrupt for a moment? Some people don't want to be friends.
I like the way Alan is talking because I agree with him.
I predict people in here don't like me. In my opinion,
now I understand better because
what I'm hearing you guys say is unacceptable, so can we make it nicer?
I agree. Thank you for explaining.
It seems to me somebody over there getting salty.
Give me an example of that. Give me an example of that.
Over there sneaking some.
Have you guys thought about getting all A's in high school?
I believe I thought about getting A's.
I believe I can do it.
I think most of these people could do it, but they don't want to do something else.
Repeat that. Repeat that.
I like the way Alex just told us some real stuff.
Some real gangsta.
I have a question about the grit.
Now I understand better because Alex, you're my son. You telling me some real stuff that you hear that?
Give me an example of what I'm telling you.
I believe that y'all should tell us something about grit.
Excuse me, Mama, I have a question about the do now today. What have you been successful in this year in school?
Okay. I believe I've been successful in a few classes. For me, because I wasn't doing what I was doing back in the days, actually. I actually cared about my grades now than then. And I just feel like I'm being successful.
I agree because without the help of Ms. Robles,
repeat that
we wouldn't have the education.
Excuse me, may I interrupt for a minute?
I agree.
You may.
Can you repeat that a little slower?
For me?
Yes, you.
What was his question again?
I said, can you repeat that a little slower?
And I said, what was his question again?
What have you been successful in?
I've been successful in a few of my classes because I've been completing things that I didn't do. I've been completing things I didn't do last year. I actually care about my grades.
I think that you are doing better this year than when you was in the exam grade.
In my opinion, I think you could do good.
Here's something we might try. Work together.
Yes.
And hard work.
Yes, agree.
I like the way Alex, you just said some real stuff because we should all work together and not be funny to some people.
In your words, you just want the drama to stop.
I have another way of looking at it. Might just do teamwork.
Explain more about that.
Okay. Teamwork means working together. Hard work is dedication. Don't let anyone down.
Have you ever thought about come over here and be one of my, help me do my work or be a partner with us?
I predict that if you try harder, you can do it on your own.
Might as well for a minute. Maybe it's why people correctly, people will actually want to help you.
In other words, you believe that I should do it on my own.
Yeah.
Let me see if I got this right. So you're saying if we all work together, we all can pass a class and go to college.
Have you thought about that? Have you thought about it that way?
I have another way of looking at this.
May you explain?
Because it's not a lot of people that's going to want to work with you.
Well, my idea is slightly different. People
Can you explain?
Because your classmates always want to work with you, help one another.
I don't agree with you.
I disagree with that because some people don't like to help you. Ask them to act like you don't. They don't hear you. It can be your friends.
Excuse me, but guys, pardon for interrupting. People do want help sometimes.
But people don't like to help you sometimes.
Yeah, it's the way. I think it's the way y'all asking them because they're not asking them in a nicer way.
Exactly.
But sometimes they don't know either. Like
I don't quite agree with you on that.
Could you
point
please
about
give
now.
me an example of someone
Why
who
don't you
doesn't like
agree?
help?
I don't quite agree with your point about now because people